Ben and I met when I was on break from school my senior year of college. I came back and was working at the meeting place a little bit, and Ben had just started working there. He doesn't remember it.
So sadly, I don't remember when I first met Molly. I don't even remember the first couple times I met her, but I do remember we were at the meeting place and she was working in the bakery. I'd see her here and there, but I really didn't get to know her or see her very much.
My very first impression of Ben was that he looked honestly kind of young and punkish wannabe.
I can't remember my very first impression of her, but I remember thinking she was very beautiful.
And I wasn't really sure that I had him figured out really what he was all about.
She seemed like quite an interesting person, but working with a ton of girls, my first kind of impression was, okay, just another girl around here.
What impressed me the most about Ben would be a few different things. When I was back from college after I graduated, I came back and worked at the meeting place a little bit and was working weekends when Ben would come in as a customer every weekend and just sit and drink coffee and read, and I just found that kind of impressive, honestly. Might just be the English nerd in me, but I thought that was cool that he came in and just did that.
What impressed me most about Molly was, as the meeting place employees were having Bible studies together, Molly definitely seemed to have a firm foundation of what she believed and why, which was very impressive to me. We drove together up to Vaughnsville, and we had a nice drive together where she was just easy to talk to and fun to be around. And you know, anytime we'd hang out as employees together, going bowling or Bible studies or anything, it was just fun to be around Molly and get to hang out with her and talk to her.
Also, what impressed me was that I found out the more I talked to him, the deep kind of a person that he was. I just learned more about how similar we were in our beliefs and just how much of a fun person he was to be around. So our first actual date, I was very excited for and kind of gearing up for the whole week. Ben didn't tell me where we were going. He just told me to dress up, and I kind of got from him that we were going to dinner, but that's about all I knew.
I picked her up from her house and we went to, what is it called? The Bistro, which was the nicest restaurant in town. Now it's the most in Ashes restaurant in town, but after dinner we drove up to Bluffton. We went and checked out, there was some kind of light show that was happening behind the coffee shop, church, that I was told was quite interesting and worth seeing. So we went there and saw it, and it turns out it was really cheesy and kind of lame.
It was not that bad. I thought it was cute.
It was pretty bad.
It wasn't what he was expecting, so.
Yeah. And it was very short, so it wasn't as long as I was expecting either. So we went up to, over to Common Grounds, the coffee shop in Bluffton, and got a cup of coffee and sat and talked for a little while. Mm-hmm. And after that, we were headed back to the car to go see some lights around town and see different communities with their Christmas lights. And finally, actually asked her out, asked her if she would continue dating me, and that was an interesting question. How do you really word that? Will you go out with me? Will I see you again? How do you put that? I don't know.
Well, however he put it, it worked. I said yeah, very enthusiastically.
So after about a year of dating, we got to the point where we had to figure out our next step, and I really, after a lot of praying and trying to figure out what should happen, realized that we should get married.
we kind of talked about engagement a lot and pretty much decided that we were going to get engaged, but it just didn't happen and didn't happen and didn't happen because he didn't have the ring.
So finally I had it, and it was ready, and I showed everybody except for you. And my plan originally was to do it the weekend of January 21st. It was a Mozart by Candlelight concert here at a local church, and a friend of mine here at the meeting place helped us out with a carriage. So the night before, we actually, Molly and I were working here in the meeting place, both doing schoolwork on our computers. She came in, asked for help, so we went outside, and on our way out I grabbed flowers out of my car.
And at that point, I had pretty much figured out what was going on.
And gave her the flowers and asked her to take a ride with me. We went just a few blocks each direction, and I proposed using the lines from Pride and Prejudice.
Which I loved, since that's my favorite movie.
So,
put a lot of thought into it, and it was very sweet and romantic.
So a few things Molly and I share in common. We both have similar styles of families we were raised in. Family values are very similar.
We really share our faith in God, and our beliefs are very similar. Our values are very similar, and that was really the most important thing to me when I was ever just thinking about what kind of a man I would want to marry.
We share, values and character style. We share a love for traveling.
Other things also played in there, things that are a little less important, like the fact that we both like to drink our coffee black.
We both like coffee, a little too much, perhaps.
The fact that we both like spicy foods.
We like spicy foods.
We can just enjoy whatever activities we're doing together and have a good time with whatever it is, whether it's something that I'm more interested in or whether it's something that he's more interested in. We can both kind of have fun with just whatever we're doing together.
We also share what I was most looking for myself was we both have a heart for missions. We both have a heart for people, and that was something that was very important to me, and finding someone else who shared similar views on that.
I know that Ben is the one for me because of just the way he balances me out so well. He's very spontaneous and fun and lively and just the think outside the box one of the two of us, and that's something that I really need in a guy to balance me out as the more logical one. He makes me a better person by being with him, just seeing the way that he interacts with other people. He wants to reach out to others and help them, and that makes me want to do the same. And I just trust him completely. I know I can tell him anything and he'll care, and he's just my best friend. I can't get enough of being around him.
I know that Molly's the one for me. After a long time of praying and seeking God on it, I know that it's the right thing. She balances me out very well with my spontaneousness and randomness. She helps keep me level-headed, and she very much encourages me to be a better person as far as my beliefs and continuing in that and deepening my faith. Just overall in my character to just push me to deeper levels. And she's been my best friend for the last year and a half or so that we've been dating, and I can't imagine life any other way.
I'm excited to begin married life with Ben because I think that we'll make a great team. I can do all the decorating in the house and he can do all the hard work and everything else, so I don't have to. Okay, just kidding. But seriously, I think that we'll work great together. We have an easy time just compromising and getting along together, and I'm excited to be able to overcome all of the challenges that come our way, and just looking forward to working through everything in life with Ben. And I'm really looking forward to someday traveling, maybe living even overseas, and just all the adventures that might throw our way, all the people that we might be able to help, and just working together and having those experiences to share. And I'm also looking forward to having a family. I think that Ben will make a great father, and I am just really anticipating all of the joys that marriage will bring.
I am excited for married life, just to learn more about Molly as we start living together, and through the years just getting to know each other deeper and better. I am excited for traveling, hopefully someday going overseas, just whatever God has for our lives. And I'm very excited to one day have a family. I think Molly will make an awesome mother, and just excited for what the future will bring for us.
I want Ben to know that I love him in a way that doesn't change with my moods or feelings, and it won't change. I love him no matter what. And also I want him to know that I consider him the answer to my many, many prayers for a man who would just be a wonderful compliment to me. And I love him very much, and my heart is his for forever.
Life's not always going to be easy or perfect, but I'm just not going anywhere. I'll stick by her through thick and thin, and she's been the answers to a lot of my prayers, and I just can't imagine life any other way.